Monet, ayy. With the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my batteries. I got my discipline. My source comes from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netta instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me, connected to my astral dreams. I summon other beings, all facets of me. Magician part my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, Lion's Mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like we judo, karma licks back from Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me a do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world is stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations. Naga's rising cavalry. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation. Nettas are my battery. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The nettas are my battery.
You already know the vibes. We about to get into Incremental Science 4. So stay tuned. Information is always in the description and in the beginning. If you're looking for my services, I am Naga. Let's go.
Grand Rise. We back. What's up, family? Missing and loving y'all. You already know the vibes. Appreciating all my new subscribers, comments, the new energies around. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We doing like the universe, like just coming down, chilling around the sun. I'm digging that. It's fire. So I love y'all, all my new subscribers, new and old. Get acquainted. You know what I'm saying? I'm more than happy to build with y'all. If y'all want to do a live, let me go. We can talk. Let me go. Let me know. We can talk and we can set up a time. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comments or whatever. We can set a time. We all come together and we start doing this right like a family. You know what I'm saying? This is the time we're supposed to gravitate to our family, right? So I'm going to do it the right way. It ain't about business, even though we're going to help each other and all that. We're going to show love. We're going to support each other and all that. But first, let's get the foundation. You already know the vibes. It's Naga. Let's get into this incremental science. Incremental science 4. All right. Incremental science 4. Yesterday, I was explaining. Let me see. Yesterday, we did incremental science 3. This right here. And today, we're going to talk about the value of that, right? So, normally, when you have the singularity, the black hole, the great womb, she sits and she has 2 drives. Okay, she has the drive for giving life and the drive for clearing it up. So normally, when it's a stable system, it's like the sun is kind of sitting on, like, it looks like a golf cube. You can't really see it, but it's just sitting there because that's the energy coming back that's circulated from the round system, and it's filtered through the black hole, which keeps it stabilized there, and it sends it back into the sun. This is why you don't see it, because this is ether.
You know what's crazy? Like back in the day, I said back in the day, about a year ago when I was doing this class or whatever, I was getting the downloads, but I didn't quite comprehend what the messages was telling me at the particular time. I was just going with the flow and downloading them, and then like letting them come through me instead of comprehending what Divine was saying. And when I said this, I didn't see it, but then, like I said, I understand and comprehend a lot more about them now than I ever do. So when a black hole is spinning or the womb is spinning, it's literally pulling things from the edge, right? From the edge. So everything is coming from the distances and it's sinking in through the edges. But it's an energy that comes out of the middle. And that's why I said, particularly, it's like a golf cube, or like the golf tee that sits, like when you sit the golf ball on the tee. It's a spout of energy that comes out of the middle of it that feeds the sun, and it's like a tee. At the end of the day, the sun literally sits there. That's why you can't see the black hole behind the sun. The sun literally blocks out the womb. You know what I'm saying? It's like the baby coming out of the womb. So the sun literally is placed in the middle of the womb to give life. So as it's pulling life in, it's still spouting life out to feed the sun.
It's dark. It's the black. It's the ether. So you ain't gonna see it unless the light start the friction from the surfaces or the heavy motion start moving around, causing light. That's why you see the light. It's the friction. It's the heat. You know what I'm saying? So stable system looks like what they want to say it looks, but they try to block out the giant orbs or whatever. All right. So this is how they try to state it to you. But normally it's stable with like a bead. Now, I know the artwork look crazy, but it's a particular reason why this is pulling this way, why it looks kind of like a chain that way, going into the singularity. Initially, this right here that circulates, this is pulling is the mega pull. It's the mega magnetic upheaval. So that's because it's close to the main circulation of circulating the universal energy that comes around the aspect of all. All right. But what happens is all that energy that.
And to keep it 1,000, like I really believe, for some reason, like I'm just having this thought while I'm watching this particular part. Like we believe that next to the womb is just one sun, one solar system, or whatever. I believe those golden balls that I was able to see in the universe is literally different systems that the womb has already put out. I believe that womb is sitting there pulling everything, kind of like if you was to see a dragon spinning in the universe going up, you know what I'm saying, or going up into a certain, everything goes in that same motion, you know what I mean? So I believe the universe has created so many different universes. I said the universe. I believe the black womb, the great womb, has created so many universes already. We're only entitled to see the one that we deal with. So the other golden balls are the other universes that was birthed by the great womb. You know what I'm saying? So the great womb, you know what I mean, is a mother to many. You know what I'm saying? Many universes. You feel me? And I think they really sitting right around us. Like we all sitting around the spiral, or the spiritual energy, the spiritual motion that sends out the frequency. We literally sitting around that like a table. You know what I'm saying? And we all deal with it in some aspect, all universes, you know what I'm saying? But we're not privy to see these different universes that is right next to us, you know what I'm saying? And trying to be undermined to the value. Certain people understand this concept, but they're not explaining it to y'all. They telling you about aliens and all this bullshit, when in fact, these are creations of the great. We are all creations of the great womb. You know what I'm saying? This is condensed energy coming back out to serve purposes of different materialistic values that can be served by certain energies that come back through the womb.
That is taking off, that's coming off the bottom of each of the globes, each of the planets, okay, each of the main discs. It gets filtered out into the singularity, and it comes out of here. This right here is, I got it right. Okay, right here. It refines and cleans charged. It refines and clean charged and life energy. So this is the life energy. This is why I made it look like the earth, kind of like it's going back into the sun to give life. So this is why it sits like this normally. And this, you got the colors and all the universe looking all pretty and everything, and they can use the reflection of the sun to block these orbs off. But the reason why these are like this, right, is because the magnetic pull. This is how it pulls. So you have the mini magnet connections, which is the Earth in between each orb. Okay, this is the Earth in between all the planets in between each orb. Okay, and then you have the continuous magnetic pulls from the sun that goes its own direction. You have the weighted differentiate value. This is the sun, the birth of the sun sitting in sitting on the weight of the universe. So it kind of pulls it in a little bit. This allows this to stay in an orbit. Okay, these right here have two different this is why they're unseen. They have two different they have two different strong metal compositions, which keeps it from falling into the sun. Okay, so it's like rotating, but it's keeping it from falling into the sun. And this is why these rotate. This is why the planets actually rotate, because they're switching sides of where the metal is. So why it has to go one way is being pulled by the black hole. But
And I was in a thought, and the download I was getting, it was telling me to go bigger. It was telling me to think bigger than what I was thinking. Think larger, think way bigger than how you're seeing it. And I didn't comprehend that until, recently. I'll just say that. And what I understood was that when I said each ball was separate, or each golden situation was separated by a planet, I needed to think bigger than that. Each golden ball is separated by a universe. So the reason why I was able to see that universe, because I was able to see past the golden ball that we're in. So each golden ball entails a universe, right? It's the light, the brightness from a distance. So that's why it looks golden. Each golden ball was a sun in its own particular universe, connected in front of the womb. And it's almost like if you saw one of the dancers wearing a bead hanging off her, like the beaded chains hanging off her waist. Each beaded chain would be symbolized as a universe in itself, with its own sun and its own planets. So that's what I was able to tap into and see, that we just don't understand. From the great womb, there are a trail of universes that were created. Some of them that had the ones that are farther out been here longer. The ones that are closer is just getting here. And we fall somewhere, I don't know, maybe towards the end, or maybe towards the middle. I don't know where we actually fall at, but I know I literally think that we're like one of the first ones to keep it up with it, like the way we moving, because I seen so many above me. I didn't get a chance to look under me to see if it was any attached to the beginning part. So yeah, the way I illustrated was right, but I didn't comprehend how I was illustrating it. So it's basically showing that each connection point is actually an access point for travel. So keep going.
but why it needs to stay in the dip and stay away from the sun is rotating. So every time it rotates this way, the opposite side of the magnet comes to the sun and keeps it away like this. So it's not like it's dropping in, but it keeps it at bay just so it can rotate. So while it's turning and that other side is coming, when the other side starts to face this way, the black hole pulls it. So while they're rotating, the black hole pulls it, and then then the weight differentiate value again, because it's rotating, continuous magnetic pulls, grabs it at this point before it goes to the singularity, it keeps it in rotation. It's the reason why we have rotation around the Earth, period, or around the sun, period.
That's a fact.
So these rotate individually.
That's a fact. That's literally that's a fact. That's literally stating on two mechanisms that make things move without it particularly having a mechanical function to allow it to move. So what we're speaking about is two forces that push and pull in themselves, that can pull heavy weighted situations. We should incorporate that into society, so therefore we wouldn't have to worry so much about transportation and things of this matter. You have some people trying to do it, but they're not doing it to the right polarity. And basically what it is having a gravitational force or a magnetic pull to where the weight, when it's speeded, it gets it rides on the gravitational force when it's going in one direction, but then when it turns, that other turn is being pulled. You know what I'm saying? So the more you ride and pull, you can reach speeds that exceed any car that's ever been created. You can reach speeds that exceed any plane or jet that's ever taken place on this earth. Like you can reach speeds that literally go, past light speed, you know what I'm saying? Because the gravitational force of the weight of the planetary objects, they move and they spin so fast you can't see them with your naked eye, but they do spin and they do move with this force. So it's not the push and pull, it's the pull and ride. It's the pull and set. Like, so you pull it, let it set on a gravitational thing and float it like a slide, like almost like you get to that part of the slide and then you just ride that curve and then you get to the point to where you got to drop. That be the gravitational part. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's keep going.
As I explained to you, these are the magnetic connections. This is the sun's main rotation, which pulls everything. This right here spins inward to filter everything, so it pulls it up like a chain. But before it gets sucked in here, it gets jerked back this way. And this is why we have an elongated rotation. This is why we have an elongated rotation around the sun. This is why some of them get thrown way out in space. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because this is so heavy and it's so powerful. The Great Mother is so heavy and so powerful. The pull conjunction is the pull conjunction strongest point. So it's always going to be like a singled out aspect right here. The main magnetic pull enters rotation here. You know what I'm saying? This is where it starts outside. This is the anchor to the universe. What happens is this is pulling. So these are the two different differentiates. When it's sitting like this, we think about a drain. We think about water going down a drain like this. You know what I'm saying? Spinning around. But you got to think more tangible. Imagine if you had grips on your feet and you was running on soft rubber. Like it's dry, it's not sticky. It's soft though. It's like pillow soft, but you get crazy grip. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're almost like pulling the rubber with your motions. So it's like as the universe turns and it's all this weight, it's turning, it's going so fast, it's pulling the universe, which allowing it to go forward. Like this is like, it's going forward because it's spinning. You know what I'm saying? It's spinning. And that force, that gravity is pulling itself through the ether. It's like it's holding on to the ether and spinning. So it's going like this. That's how it's moving. When it dies or something traumatic happens in the universe, it looks like that. I don't know if you can really see this up here, but if you seen on NASA and all that, where they show you, it looks like it's a black spot in the middle of it'll be like a black circle in the middle of the singularity point or the black moon, and everything, all the planets is gone, and you got light coming out the top and light going out the bottom like that. And it looks like it's a top at that point, like a top. Remember the tops used to push and the spin, you push them down and they spin like you got the top and the bottom. It starts to look like that when it's dying. And that's because the sun has already lost the golf cue that it sits on. You know, the golf tee that it sits on right at the top of the universe before you knock it out of you know what I mean? It was sitting on that. That's why it had a rotation. But when it died, that broke and it allowed it to fall in there and it sucked everything else in because it had to.
I want to correct that value right there because I think the suns, they grow, and as they grow in the universal time period, the mother is not going to support it with the golf cube. So the weight of the actual sun and the transmutation of old energy from its system ends up creating a new singularity, which gives the sun a wife or a counterpart, another womb, right? So it's small. So now that womb has to be fed with the trash of the universe, which allows this womb to grow and produce sons of its own. So that means that particular universe will be coming to its end and creating another spout. So now that spout is going to create sons and wombs of its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I believe my concept to that value was describing the birth of the child in the universe being the first son, and then as the golf cube went away. That was the nipple being pulled out of the sun's mouth. And now the sun can be sustained off of its own gravity and its own pressure, pulling in the leftover energy from the universe, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately using that energy to create a singularity of its own, or a black hole of its own. And then having that black womb grow under the pressure of the sun, thus getting large enough to sustain the sun, so when the sun goes out, it can be devoured by the black hole, and then repeat the process and put out more suns, and so forth and on.
It had to break the weight differentiate, the magnetic value that held it there. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have no life, so it, like, all the weight started getting lighter, so it broke through that and got pulled into, because this is constant. This is charged by the universe or the ether. Remember, I told you divine got it connected in a space, on a space. It's charged by energy that you ain't gonna never see. You ain't gonna never see the building it's charged into. You know what I'm saying? But that's what charges this. So when everything dies, it pulls it in, it spits it back out through the bottom somewhere else. Facts. All this energy has to be transmuted and is sent to each individual planet. So therefore, we can recreate this on a higher level. These are to serve a bigger purpose of this without no interjection. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but this is what it is. Incremental science, you know what I'm saying? Vibe with me, walk with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I do a 5 if y'all request it, but right now we at the end. So I hope y'all like taking this walk with me. You already know the vibes. Naga.
Yeah, I think that was dope. Basically giving a clear understanding of the universal pretense that we lack by having people try to explain it, but they don't know what the hell they be talking about. And also understanding the transmutation of energy and what that actually looks like. So therefore you can put yourself in perspective. When we get to Incremental Science 5, it's going to start taking an upheaval, as far as I said upheaval because I just said it in this joint right here. Look at me stealing my own words. It's going to take a upheaval, because we're going to start going higher up into the different circumstances of knowledge. You already know the vibes, man. Like, if you get a chance to check this out, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. If you're looking to show support so we can take this to the next level, information is always on the screen or in the description. Contact me if you want me to speak about something particularly. Leave a detailed message in the email, and I will definitely break down whatever concept you want me to break down. Just contact me via email, you know what I mean? And we can take that from there. I'll even make whatever you ask me to talk about, I'll make that a complete show. So just reach out to me. All information in the description. You already know the vibes. I ain't trying to hold you, I'm just trying to show you something. Naga.
Sunshine Monet, ayy. With the affirmations to enjoy your day with. I am who masters me. I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry. The netters are my batteries. I got my discipline. My soul's come from within. Root chakra grounded in the cosmos so infinite. Nagas through my veins. Currencies flow through ligaments. Another netta instrument. Manifest me dividends. I'm on my mastery. Self-doubt is blasphemy. I'm the God I ask for me, connected to my astral dream. I summon other beings, all facets of me. Magician carve my meaning. My purpose is the alchemy. I am numero uno, Raishi on my mind, lion's mane, big on sumo, Babalao aligned with Pluto. We kick back like judo, karma licks back with Pluto. Heart on a feather, that represents my new growth. Trusting me is crucial, the God in me a do show. I'm bigger than your economics, politics, and Google. My omnipresence is the true show, all the world's a stage. Allow my authentic self to be the sage. Fumigating parasites all up in my space. Cause I am who masters me, I embody mastery. I'm bigger than indoctrinations, Naga's rising cavalry. I am who masters me, I embody mastery. I'm bigger than the situation, netters are my battery. I am who masters me, I embody mastery. Naga's rising cavalry, the netters are my battery.